To a collective that words like stop and smell the roses, stop and smell the flowers has not been something that you have known, okay? Your guides are being very direct with this message. I was not going to do readings today because I have stuff to finish up here, but when spirit calls, all right? This eclipse season could be very interesting. You could be struggling, especially with it being in Pisces, okay? You could have Pisces somewhere in your chart. I have a Pisces out note. I'm part of this collective, all right? But it's an interesting energy. It's weird. Because what's happening is you're seeing a lot of your vulnerability, okay? You're seeing a lot of that sensitivity, that inner child is calling, but it's giving that. I'm seeing there was a TikTok where someone saying like, oh, I feel like an adult cosplaying as a child, but I gotta keep it together, okay? You guys have kept a lot together, your own stuff, other people's stuff, okay? Some of you guys could have siblings, some of you guys, and you have gone through the world. Some of you guys could resonate with like numbing, or just like gone through the world, just like really confused a lot, okay? You struggle a lot with self-doubt, and this is a collective that I'm talking to that has had breakthroughs. You guys have accomplished, and do not compare your accomplishments, but you've overcome a lot. Some things unfair, okay? Like where you are right now, you should be so proud of yourself in spite of everything that you've gone through. But it's really hard to be, and I'm staring at this happiness card in the reverse. It's really hard for you to do that, because it's not saying that you need permission to be happy, but you have just been in energy, and the people around you, even if you have friends, even if you have, family members, could be so deep a lot of your life in survival mode that they can come off sometimes as very harsh, and it's not that they're trying to be harsh, okay? And I'm not making excuses for people. Some of them, they are colder. It's just that there's an energy of a lot of people around you who are just trying to hold it together, all right? But Spirit is saying that there is a sense of balance and softness and celebration coming into your life. Celebration of you, and not just on your birthday. Birthdays could have been very difficult for this collective, and it's gonna feel really interesting, okay? A car is like zooming by. Literally no cars were zooming by except when I started this. It's gonna be really interesting because a lot of you guys, you really don't celebrate yourself. Like there's been milestones in your life, and this could be very sensitive. Some of you guys have had accomplishments and wins and victories, and it's like either the people around you are very deep in survival mode. Maybe it's like the blessings that you get can be so triggering to some people. Some of you guys could come from like immigrant families. Like maybe there are certain things that's just expected of you, but there's a very harsh energy, and this collective, the divine here, is blessing the spirit. The guides are blessing this collective with more flow and softness in their life, all right? But it's gonna feel interesting, and maybe you're gonna have to work through some shame and guilt for the blessings that's coming in here. It's definitely a new chapter that you're walking into. I'm seeing a lot of ones, and it's coming in fast because these cars are like zooming here. I don't know if they're racing, but Spirit is saying here that this is, yes, there are people coming in. Could be friends, a lover. Some of you guys, you've been seeing signs of union because I'm staring at the lovers. But most importantly, with this relationship healing energy, this is healing the relationship with yourself, because you've gone through so much of life of like, wait, hold on, things ain't right. This is not supposed to be this way. No. You've gone through a lot of life of either holding back your opinions or feeling silly or feeling too sensitive, and you're stepping into, I'm seeing an elephant, okay? And I'm also hearing things like, we don't talk about that, or we don't do that. You're really stepping into a vibration of opening up your throat center, okay, not really being afraid to say what you think, okay, not being afraid, like not holding back anymore. And it's so interesting because I'm like seeing someone going like this, like get off my back, like get off me in a way, because some of you guys, you know, maybe there was something, especially if you grew up in certain cultural dynamics here, and there's still a lot of that shadow, and I'm seeing that residue on you here, okay, and you can learn something from every single space, but maybe there was something of like, hey, like I'm seeing, you know, your parents like handing you a phone and being like, hey, your aunt's on the phone, your uncle, and you automatically have to be polite. But there's this energy of like, no, I don't have to talk to someone I don't know. I don't have to, you know, like it's not coming out as an anger. Maybe there's going to be some people that feel that way. But it's like the divine, you guys also, your faith and your relationship with God has been growing so much. Your own personal relationship with God, understanding of God, whatever you want to say is fine. Whether it's God, Allah here, because I'm feeling every single culture here. Okay, it doesn't matter. But there has been so much of your life that has felt very lonely and alone, and you really have had compassion for people. You've forgiven people that haven't apologized, that haven't even understood, okay, that haven't, there's a lot of like, I don't see, I don't hear, I just gotta survive energy. And you're stepping into a space of having a lot more respect for people who have respect for you. You're stepping into a space of not holding yourself back anymore. You're stepping into a space of releasing a lot of fear that you've had of men. I'm seeing the Emperor at the back of the deck. There definitely has been very toxic masculine. Maybe the women in your family just had to like obey, like, you know, and it could be men, it could be societal structures, it could be like, you know, certain people, you know, being the elephant in the room. Like your path is not about submissiveness, but it's about truly putting your foot down. And this is why it's been so uncomfortable, but it's been uncomfortable for you to make peace with yourself and some truth, and some very harsh, painful truth. Okay, it's for you to spirit. This collective isn't supposed to walk into a room. I'm seeing the Diddy stuff coming up here, and see a contract and see money or see like any type of celebrity, whatever, and be like, ooh, no, like this collective, not saying, and it is also not supposed to run from their desires. You can be in spaces, but this is a collective here that is awakening to, some spiritual people like to say there's no wrong and right. There is wrong and right. There is wrong and right. Going back to that, exactly. Right now, you're being guided. You are here to bring the balance to humanity, whether or not people want to listen, whether or not people want to acknowledge certain things. And you're here to understand that there's going to be some people uncomfortable with that, and understand that the divine is going to protect you. Not saying the divine won't check you if your ego getting too much, but the divine will protect you. They will. All right. You have manifestations and big blessings coming in. You're already en route. This did not come in fast. It did not come in, and it's not exactly coming in the way you want it, how you want it, or when you want it, but it is coming, okay? But it's not coming for you to even be submissive. Like I'm hearing sometimes even you have to cuss with your guides. You gotta cuss with God and be like, you know, what the hell is this? They don't want you to talk. They don't want you to like worship in a way, you know, but they want you to heal with them. And healing means acknowledging the anger, the hurt, the pain. It means acknowledging the confusion. It means having a conversation. It means not always being right. It means whether or not you do cards, it's sometimes wrong. A lot of people also like to say, my intuition is never wrong. That can be very dangerous and low psychosis. But this human journey is very real. And while you do have beautiful blessings coming in, these blessings here is coming in and this abundance here, okay? And whatever, some of you guys are meant to have platforms for you to speak up, for you to acknowledge here, okay? Because like I said, there are many people that say, well, just forget the past. And the past is not a place. I just saw a quote here. It's not my original quote, but the past isn't a place of residence, but it is a place of reflection. reflection, because a lot of those cycles are still continuing because of that ignorance, because of the survival mode, because of the blindfold energy here. And you're here absolutely to speak up, but you have a shift coming in your life. Life is going to get easier. You're also being guided to celebrate yourself. Like spirit is like F a birthday, like not just a birthday. Celebrate yourself and make sure you acknowledge like confidence. I'm also hearing the people around you need to be okay with you standing in your confidence a lot more as well. Okay, but things are shifting.